Hey, it's Jay Morrison, and I want to do a specific video for my Jay Morrison Academy students, Jay Morrison Academy alumni, or anyone that has taken part in our free trial or scholarship at the Academy, or just has taken witness to my brand. I want to tell you all, don't get it twisted. In my marketing and in my brand and in the Academy, you're going to see a lot of videos of me with Lamborghinis and with being kind of flashy and what we call flamboyant. And I want to make sure as a leader and as a role model that I'm not giving you a mixed signal. So when I do like speaking engagements, I talk about how rappers or how pop culture will give you a mixed signal, meaning like they'll tell you to touch your ear, right? They say touch your ear, but they're touching their nose, meaning like I'm telling you to be responsible with money, but you may see in some of my marketing me being flashy and flamboyant and saying, well, maybe that's what real estate paid is, or that's what being a wealth builder is. So I want to be really transparent and authentic with you. I take leadership and mentorship serious. Like, this is not a play thing for me. It's not a marketing ploy for me. This is for real. My heart is in it. You know what I'm saying? And especially when it comes to uplifting my community, because my community has been mistreated and traumatized the most, the minority community and the black community especially. So I want to just let you guys know, when you see my marketing, when you see me with either flashy jewelry on or flashy cars or with a bunch of money or anything like that, understand that there's only marketing for me to attract those who are inner city, urban, or within pop culture within my community. Those who are attracted to the money, the flashier, the flyer things in life. I'm just using things that they want to see as a way to bait them in and reel them in to understand what real financial responsibility and what real wealth building is about. So I don't want any of my Academy students, any of you especially, to think that when you see your mentor a little bit turned up or acting flashy, like that's the direction that we want to go as a culture. That's not the direction we want to go. That's the direction that I'm using as bait to keep the interests of the youth and of those who come from underserved environments like I come from. So as opposed to a fancy office or in a fancy house, I chose to shoot this video at 117 5th Street in Plainfield, New Jersey, where I grew up when I was young. I remember being 7 years old, walking to the corner store down the road. My mom would send me out of the house and go down to the corner store by myself, like 7 years old. But when we moved here, we had to sweep roaches, like literally had to sweep roaches out of the whole house. The whole floor was exterminated, covered with roaches. And you know, we lived here below the poverty line, and my mom had the wherewithal to move us out of Plainfield, small inner city here in New Jersey, into a suburb in New Jersey where I was able to get a different kind of education and school system, etc. But I'm saying that, like, this is my beginnings of where I come from. When I talk about being a 3-time felon and serving 2.5 years in prison, it's not an embellished story or an exaggeration. It's like, it's my real life, the experiences I really had, being handcuffed on a bus with next to another man, chained around the waist, handcuffed at my feet, driving on a bus with inmates through Rikers Island, or down to ECI prison in Eastern Shore, Maryland, or being in a single cell with a cellmate who had 2 life sentences, serving, already having served 30 years in prison. That was my cellmate. Or being on Rikers Island with guys with robbery charges and murder charges, etc. So when I give back as a mentor, when I give back through real estate, through the Jay Morrison Academy, our real estate investors course is just a start. My academy was always about building a full school that supported us with multiple courses on how we can build up as a community. So right now we're going to be getting into a relaunch soon, and I'll be announcing that during an official brand message, and where you guys understand my full vision. My full vision is not one course. It's not to be a real estate guru or none of that crap. My full vision is to be able to offer relatable channels of education for anyone who can relate to the information, but specifically my community, so we can uplift ourselves and repair ourselves through financial education and through self-development and socio-economic education. Like, that's what I'm about, period. So don't get it mixed up, don't get it fooled. Don't think by you follow my brand and we say real estate paid or wealth builders, it's about trying to live a rapper's lifestyle or a dope boy's lifestyle, or be a Frank Lucas or a Rich Porter, or be on the bed counting hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like, that's not our thing. Our thing is about learning how to build credit, learning how to invest our cash back into our businesses, how to build assets, build legacy for our family. I don't mind being cash poor. I'd rather be cash poor and have no money to show and blow and flaunt but have businesses and assets that I know are growing. That's being a true wealth builder, is when you have mentally matured to where it's not about show and flash, but it's about substance. So as your mentor and as a leader, I have to make sure I make that message very specific to you, very transparent, and very intentional to you, that that's what we about. We about growing assets and being financially responsible and growing up. And we're gonna be suited and booted sometimes, and we're gonna be dressed down and fly sometimes. But our mentality is never gonna revert to one that's gonna be a lose-lose situation for us, our families, or our community. We gotta raise the bar. So I gotta make sure that through my marketing, that sometimes I use urban marketing. You see me cursing in videos, you see me with guys that I was in prison with or sold drugs with in a hotel room, and different kind of angles that I'm using to try to attract the underserved in our community. Everybody's not gonna take a video with no curse words. Everybody's not gonna take a video with me in a suit. Everybody's not gonna take a video where it's just about higher education or black history. Everybody doesn't want that. So I have to try different mediums and different mechanisms and different marketing tactics to reach different demographics within our culture. Everybody's not gonna take an intellectual message. Everybody wants to take an urban message. So I try everything to reach everybody because I want to uplift everybody. So do not get fooled, do not get brought in, or do not be confused that my message is one of irresponsibility. My message is one of turning up in pop culture in a sense of blowing money fast, or YOLO, or being flashy and flamboyant. We can enjoy the finer things in life. There's a time to have cars and to have jewelry or luxuries or clothes and all those kind of things, but we gotta do those things in moderation. To be honest, most of my jewelry I got rid of, except for some nice watches that are assets because they hold their value or go up in value. But other than that, I don't want a bunch of flashy, stupid jewelry. I don't want that. It's a liability. It goes down in value and it gives the wrong perception of who I am. I don't need a bunch of flashy cars. I'm cool with a couple simple cars that give me a nice lifestyle where I can present myself well in business and travel in comfort, but I don't have to overdo it and go over the top. And I don't want you to set those kind of aspirations either for yourself, because our priority are businesses, our real estate, our portfolios, our assets, things that increase in value. That's our priority. And that's what I want to get across to you as your mentor and as a leader within our community. So I appreciate you listening to this short message. This is me being transparent with you from the heart. Love y'all. Let's grow, let's build. JMA Wealth Builders, new academy coming soon. Peace.